Hey, what's up? Good morning. It's 4:30 a.m. I've been looking forward to this day ever since I started dreaming of traveling to different places in the world. So I'm now here at the ticket office, which is away from the Angkor site, and that's not such a bad thing because a lot of people come here in the morning. It's very new and spacious. For the one-day pass ticket, $37 US. Today I'm visiting the big three, which are Angkor Wat, Angkor Thom and Prohm. If you want to visit all the others as well, then you'll have to probably get one of the longer passes. So I'm now here at the Angkor Temple site, and beginning with Angkor Wat just behind me. The sun is just beginning to rise. It's around 5:30. There's a walkway along here. You can see there's loads of people here already. Even though it's low season, this place attracts everybody to Cambodia. So, the largest religious structure or monument in the world. Let's head over now. Sunrise is absolutely spectacular. One thing I learned from my Taj Mahal trip is if you come for the sunrise, don't leave too early and go in, because it's very easy to do that. But the longer you stay, the more you'll be rewarded, because the light keeps on changing and your pictures are going to be different compared to 5 minutes ago. So it's always worth waiting until the sun comes right up. That sunrise was one of the best I've ever seen in my life. You probably saw from those images there just how spectacular that was. Being here in person was even better. Most of the crowd sort of deviate towards these small ponds where the reflection of Angkor Wat bounces. All of a sudden all the rain started to come down, which is actually an amazing feeling to see everybody kind of disperse and just to watch nature take over in a place that was originally intended to be surrounded by nature and not people. The appearance of Angkor Wat may confuse you slightly as to its religion, and it was originally built as a Hindu temple for the god Vishnu. However, it gradually did change to a Buddhist temple around the 12th century. There's also something very different about Angkor Wat, and that's the fact that it looks as if it's a temple, but it faces west, which is symbolically the direction of death. And that leads many researchers to believe that this is also a mausoleum for Suryavarman II, who was in charge at that time. The stairway to heaven. I heard a guide over here joke that there are 37 steps in total, and that's $37 for the price of the ticket. So I'm now at the upper section of Angkor Wat. There is a temple at the top here, of course, very steep steps to reach it. That's the effort people had to put in to reach the glory of the gods. You can see all the surrounding greenery and just how big the entire site of Angkor Wat is from the top here. You can see the detail on every single wall. I've now made my way to the back of Angkor Wat, heading towards the west gate once again. It's very peaceful, the morning light, birds chirping, the sound of crickets. I've now left Angkor Wat, and after a bit of a tuk-tuk journey, I'm now at a different part completely. That took 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes maybe, to reach here. Scattered around this area there are just lots of temples and old Khmer evidence of civilization and worship, and it's staggering. So like I said, can't cover everything in one day, but I'm going to the big three, and the second on my list is Prohm. Some nice music. I'm working my way towards Prohm, but first, Banteay Kdei is en route. Bandeay Kdei, didn't even know it existed. One of the best and coolest pictures I've ever taken of a temple. It's just overgrown and idyllic. Following Angkor Wat and all the crowds in the morning, it's just absolute heaven to be able to walk around by yourself and witness the intertwining of history and nature in this area. So upon exiting Bandeay Kdei, my tuk-tuk driver picked me up once again, and a couple minutes journey and I'm now at Prohm, which is the place I was mentioning earlier. It's one of the big three, like I said, and that's because it has Hollywood status. Lara Croft Tomb Raider was filmed here. I just love how the nature has run wild. Visiting here will make you feel as if you're the one who's discovered it for the first time. It's as if you've stumbled on a lost civilization that's deep in the jungle. Anyone want to guess how old this tree is? I've never seen roots this big anywhere in my life before.
Yeah, like a leg.
That is crazy. So having left our Prohm, my tuk-tuk driver said, quick stop at a small temple called Keo before we enter Angkor Thom, the last of the big three. And Keo, once reaching here, is anything but a small temple. In fact, there's 5 floors or layers to it, and it's big. So that just shows you the sheer scale and extravagance of the Khmer civilization all those years ago and what they achieved. Now at the top of the temple, it's a very steep climb to reach it. A couple of flights of these, but they don't have wooden stairs like they do in Angkor Wat. It's still the old stone slabs. You'll find you have to use your hands to get up the whole way. Coming down isn't going to be easy. Back in the tuk-tuk, and we're heading towards Angkor Thom now. More specifically, Bayon, which is extremely famous and impressive in its own right. So I'm going to enjoy the breeze during this journey to hopefully dry off some of the sweat that I've been perspiring today. It's been a lot. So just been dropped off by my tuk-tuk driver, and I'm now in Angkor Thom. A mistake travellers often make about Angkor Thom is that they think it's just another temple like Angkor Wat, and it's not. Angkor means city and Thom means great. This used to be a great city. It was the capital of the Khmer civilization. Over 1 million people lived inside it. And at the heart of it, Bayon, this temple with all the faces, which is iconic to Cambodia and somewhat overshadowed by Angkor Wat, although it is very spectacular, just not quite as well preserved. It's so complex, and you can just get lost in the different routes around the temple. You can see there's no one around, which suggests how big it is. Bayon is the most recent of all the temples at Angkor, and that's why it isn't really influenced by Hinduism much, and that's why there's so many faces here. 216 to be precise. You walk one way in Bayon and then you come back the way you came, and it feels like a completely different experience. And that's the sort of illusion with all these faces, 4 facing in each direction, all seeing, all knowing. And it shows just how highly the Khmer civilization valued their god, that they built all these incredible things, and how strongly they believed in their religion. So I've left Bayon And if you aren't templed out enough already, I know this video is so long, but I have to include one more place, which is Baphuon. And the fact it's here is an amazing feat in itself. It was completely destroyed, or most of it was destroyed, by the Khmer Rouge, and over 300,000 pieces, if I'm not wrong, had to be put back together. And through years and years of effort, this is what remains today. The top of it offers some of the best views of Angkor Thom and the surrounding park. It used to be a pyramid style, so you can imagine just how high it reached. Check out the steepness. Not really looking forward to going back down there. Crazy steep. Amazing view. I'm gonna end the video there. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry the video was so long. Stay tuned, more videos coming soon. Peace.